I was just sitting here. I wasn't even thinking of making a video. I haven't been making videos or trying to even post them. And it's not the fact that I don't want to post, but it's just like, just like with every other guy, I feel like. And that's what I was thinking about right now. You're just hit with something. It just comes out of nowhere. Everything's going good, things are decent. And suddenly there's this dark, gloomy feeling, and you're just there questioning yourself, why, out of nowhere, why is it happening, and what's the source of this. Suddenly out of nowhere. I mean, what is it? Did I scroll too much? Which I don't. Something put me off? Maybe it did. Maybe it did. I heard really bad news from a friend of mine. His dad passed away. And it really started to make me think about, are you capable enough to handle everything if your dad dies? If my dad dies, am I the man that I should be? And then after this question, I had this another question. When will your dad die? I think that's maybe the source of my bothering. And I'm sad about my friend as well, of course. I've seen another one of my friends where his dad passed away too soon, and he had to become the man. It's a scary thing, because it's this stage of life, you grow up, you're a kid, then you're a teenager. It's like these different arcs, of your life. And your parents passing away has to be one of probably the most tragic one, and probably the one that then pushes you into, whether you like it or not, or whether you want it or not, it will push you into becoming a proper adult yourself. I feel like that's the transitioning stage when your parents die. And sometimes it's not that. It's just this, what else there is to do. And this bothers me as well. And I have to work on it maybe. Patience. And it's not like I'm some rotten kid where I want things now. I don't want that. But there's something in me where it's like, I have to get these things done, man. I'm tired. Just like you. I'm no different. I'm tired. I want to get these things done. I just want results. And I'm not being greedy, and I'm not begging for it. I'll work hard for it, and then some more, and then some more. It's not the work that's, putting me off. It's the delayed gratification. I know it's gonna hit eventually, But I was also thinking, like, there are so many other kids who are in this dilemma of things, where you're thinking consciously, you're just jumping into the future, asking the what ifs. What if that will happen? And that's maybe what I'm doing as well. And then jumping into the past and saying, oh, did I do enough? Did I learn enough? And then jumping into the present and saying, am I worthy enough? And those are all valid questions, I feel like. But here's this piece of suggestion that if you want to take, even though you might be feeling the same way, I don't know how else to describe it. Feeling like shit. Feeling not worthy. This feeling of being in between a solid shadow and some black sludge that is slowly suffocating me, but not actually, but it is there. It's like this piece of venom that's on me, and it's trying its best to really get me down. It wants to sabotage me for sure. It's not like, maybe it's gonna give me some muscles, and fuck that, bro. It is here to fuck me up. And if I know that fact, I also know that I'm a believer of God, I'm a Muslim, and God is watching me, I guess, not I guess, what the flip. He's watching, period. He is. And him watching me is more than enough, because I read that Bible verse where it says, it was something like this, where it said, let God watch me, the creator of me. Let me show him my strength. It was something like that, where let him see that I will stand firm, regardless. And it's that, man. Everything. You could think about it. Your future, man. How are you going to balance your finances? Is it going to be enough? Then you think about, will I find the right girl? Of course I'm going to think about that, bro. I'm not gay. Shut the fuck up. How will I be able to properly manage that family, My own parents. God forbid anything happens to my parents. And if you have sisters, you're thinking about them and their safety as well. Regardless of whatever they do, at the end of the day, it's a pretty solid fact. And this is for some personal reasons, but they're your sisters, and you really can't do much besides just be there for them when they need it. That's your purpose. That's your role. All these things, man. And I think, at the end of the day, if you put in enough work and enough consistency, I think at the end of the day, those delayed gratification, those results do really come, So me sitting in this misery is actually kind of fun. This misery is my test. This is my test. And this is your test too. You listening, maybe, this freaking nobody telling you about his things. You can share your things, man. I'm a human as well. That's what humans do too, They sit, they share stuff, they talk about things. It's a integrated, biologically consistent and freaking I don't know what other way to call it besides being concrete in your freaking blood to speak to other humans. That is essentially the term therapy. Me speaking to you is maybe my therapy. And you hearing this is maybe giving you some sort of comfort, man, that you're not the only one thinking about these things. And it's not that you can't control the thinking, it's how you think about things. I could think and freaking submerge myself in despair and be on the ground and be unable to move and think. But here I am discussing it with you, and even in this mess of whatever it is, I'm looking forward to the other side. I'm looking forward to becoming that freaking leprechaun who's not just looking at the rainbow, he's running around chasing rainbows, and at the end of the rainbow, there's a pot of gold, and I'm taking all the freaking gold, bro. And I mean it like in a metaphorical way, I guess, a retardish metaphorical way. But every rainbow I chase, I'm taking the gold because I chased the freaking rainbow. Nobody else was there. And if somebody asks me for gold, it doesn't mean I become greedy and not share that. That's not the point. The point is, once you reach there, you grab it. It's yours. Oh, what a flippin' misery soup here, There's nothing I could say to really encourage myself besides telling me that this too is meant for something. It is maybe hardening me up to become the man that I'm supposed to be. It's maybe me putting this video out eventually, and then who knows, it might support someone. It might give someone that ease, not ease, but that hope, I guess. Look back 3 years from now, 5 years from now, if I was not consistent, I wouldn't be here. And being consistent got me here. So if I stay consistent, I don't know where I'll be, because I didn't imagine this, not this, because I knew I was going to do this. I knew I was going to make videos eventually. Not for the fame. I swear to God, not for the fame. I hate the fame. But I think there's some meaning here, even though it seems pretty cliche in my own head to me that I'm talking to me through a freaking camera, because I'm not wired that way. But I feel like there's some element here which I'm not aware of yet, which I'm not able to see, maybe because there's not enough time put into it, Maybe after a couple of years, 10 years, 15 years, maybe a 25-year-old, 20-year-old, 18-year-old might see this and be like, I could really relate to this guy. Or maybe my situation is the same. Maybe, somebody you loved, you lost. And that happened to me too, It's not like, I'm not trying to make a cesspool of shit here, but I'm just saying, that happened to me too, where I loved someone, and I really did think that things were reaching a point where This is a done deal, you know. A done deal. What a fucking piece of shit I was. Didn't work out. So I can't imagine someone dying, because that's another freaking misery pool I gotta freaking swim in. Because I heard it somewhere where when you're with someone, and I don't mean physically, I mean you're dating someone, or you're I guess dating is the right word. You're meeting someone, dating someone, you're with someone, and you're in the midst of this freaking chaos of, is this person it? And then eventually you think, okay, it is, and then it freaking shines upon you. You're just like, oh, this is not the person. Then you need to make the hard decisions, And the point was, sorry, I dragged it on a little bit, actually quite a lot, I apologize, that when you leave someone who you thought was gonna be with you for a while, you in your head think about it just like as if that person died. You go through that process. So if someone died and if someone broke up, I'm not saying exactly the same, but somewhat the same. It's the loss of someone, the death of someone, pretty much. And maybe this is me again going back, looking, and then going forward and freaking projecting. But I'm just saying, just like you guys, I'm doing some stupid shit to myself. And I'm doing it on the freaking camera so you can hear it. And maybe you can hear yourself too then. And see the difference, or see the similarities. Maybe you're doing better than me and I'm happy for that. Or maybe you're doing worse and you're thinking worse scenarios. All I'm saying is, all these things that I'm thinking out loud, it's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad as much as I'm thinking, and it's the same for you. It usually ends up being completely fine. If not, you get through it, and then on the other side, there's something so much better you didn't even imagine it. That's been my case 99% of the time. Whether you believe it or not, maybe I'm blessed, maybe I'm lucky, but I definitely believe it's God's intervention. Not saying that I'm someone, but I'm just saying God is very merciful, and He's the most graceful as well. He's the most patient as well. So I take my problems to Him, and then eventually everything turns out way better than I imagined. So I guess, I'm gonna end this freaking cesspool of freaking misery. And I guess my final words would be, by any and all means, whatever the thing is, all you really need, you might not hear someone say this, but all you really need is enough time between this and what's coming for you, your future. You need to put some time, and then this will pass and something better will come. Once you put enough distance between this, you look back and you're like, I was a shite. I was dumb. And it's okay. Most people are dumb. That's how you learn. And then you learn to be better. You learn to be better. Your tolerance increases. You know, you adapt. You become the Hulk, I guess. Not really, but metaphorically. Yeah, man. It will work out for sure. I'm telling you. Whatever that is. You might not see it right now, but it will. Just as long as you keep showing up. As long as you keep showing up.